So, you want to start a poultry business? Well, let me tell you, your biggest risk isn't bird flu. It's not having a plan. Today, we are going to build a simple, powerful, one-page business plan that could literally be the difference between making a profit and, well, not. You know, I hear this question all the time. If you're just starting small, do you really need a formal plan? It can feel like a bit much, something for the big corporate farms, but the truth for small farms might actually surprise you. Okay, look at this number, 60%. It's a big number, isn't it? Kind of just hangs there. So what on earth does this have to do with you and your new farm? Well, according to the Food and Agricultural Organization, that's how many small poultry farms struggle to stay in business after just 2 years. And the number one reason they point to? A simple lack of planning. That is the exact trap we are going to help you avoid today. So how do we make sure you're not part of that statistic? It all starts with understanding why a simple plan is your most powerful tool. And I mean simple. We're not talking about some massive, complicated document. We're talking about your roadmap. At its heart, a good plan does 3 really crucial things. First, it stops you from overspending before you've even started. Second, it helps you figure out your break-even point, that magic number where you actually start making money. And maybe the most important thing, it forces you to think about what could go wrong. To see what I mean, just look at this real-world example from Nigeria. Data from their Institute of Animal Science shows that feed costs can eat up a whopping 70% of a farm's entire budget. 70%! If you don't plan for that, it's a huge, hidden risk just waiting to sink you. And that's the real danger, isn't it? If you haven't budgeted correctly for something massive like feed, you could literally run out of money before you even have a single bird ready for market. That's a nightmare scenario, and it's exactly what a simple plan helps you prevent. Okay, so we get why we need a plan, but how do we actually build one without getting totally overwhelmed? Easy. We're going to use a super simple framework I like to call the 4 pillars of profit. It's practical, it's straightforward, and honestly, it just works. And here they are. It's just 4 things: your goal, your budget, your market, and your records. If you can get these 4 things down on paper, you will have built a solid foundation for a profitable farm. Let's break down that first one. First up, your goal. You need to be crystal clear on this. What are you actually trying to do here? Are you raising broilers for meat, which gives you a really fast cash turnaround every few weeks? Or are you getting into layers for eggs, which is more of a steady, long-term income stream? You gotta know where you're going to figure out how to get there. And listen, your goal doesn't need to be some fancy mission statement. A single sentence is perfect. Something like, I want to raise 500 broilers every 6 weeks for quick profit. See? It's clear, it's measurable, and it gives you a very specific direction to follow. Pillar number 2 is your budget. And this is where you have to be brutally honest with yourself. What is the total amount you can actually invest? And you have to list everything. The cost of the chicks, all that feed, housing, vaccines, and don't forget to include labor. All right, pillar 3 is your market. And honestly, this might be the most important one of all. You have to know this before you buy a single chick. Who is going to buy your product? Are you selling to local restaurants, hotels, directly to families, or at the open market? You have to have an answer first. In fact, let's make this real. I want you to pause this right now. Seriously, grab a piece of paper and write down 3 potential buyers in your area. Thinking this through now will save you from that awful feeling of having a fantastic product with absolutely no one to sell it to. And finally, our 4th pillar, your records. Again, keep it simple. You don't need complicated software. Just track what you spend, what you sell, and sadly, any bird losses you have. Let me tell you, this simple information is pure gold for your business. And if you need proof, look at this. The same FAO data shows that farmers who just keep some basic daily records are a full 30% more likely to still be profitable after 3 years. That is a huge advantage you get from one simple habit. All right, we've got our 4 pillars. Now let's bring them all together into the single most useful tool you are going to have in your entire business, your one-page plan. And this is what it looks like. It's just a simple table. You've got your 1-sentence goal right at the top. You list out your budget items. You put down those 3 buyers you just wrote down, and you decide how you're going to keep records. That's it. Your entire roadmap, all on a single page. Okay, so now you have the framework. You have the template. The only thing left to do is to turn this idea into action. This is your first real step toward a successful farm. And I want you to remember this. You do not need some 40-page MBA-level document to succeed. Forget that. All you need is something simple, something clear, and something you will actually use. Practicality is everything. So here is my challenge to you. Don't just watch this and move on. Take 10 minutes today. That is all it takes, just 10 minutes, and draft your one-page plan. I promise you, those 10 minutes today will save you months of stress and financial headaches down the road. And hey, if this breakdown was helpful for you, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps more farmers find this guide. And of course, subscribe for more practical tips like this. And if you know someone else who's just starting out, please share this with them. And one last thing, because I really want to know, what are you planning to start with? Are you on Team Broilers for that fast cash, or are you on Team Layers for that steady income? Drop your answer in the comments below. I'll be reading through them. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck with your plan.